So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go...
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies...
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Brahim Diaz does well to get it back. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Havertz. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Point-blank header! He will be livid with himself. Madueke. Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Madueke. Here's a chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Good ball, good take. Dink through. And he's there to clear it. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Saka. And it's Timber. Looking for options for movement. First quarter of an hour gone. Saka.
That's good play from him.
Fran Garcia. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Carvajal gets over and intercepts. Neatly clipped into space. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Aims beyond the defence. Saka gets through on his own. Chance! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
They just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Chance, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! He scores! Into the lead once more. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. And the pass is intercepted. Saka.
This is the time you need that pace.
Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Knocks it into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright, and one more try! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Tries to play it through. Great vision. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's not got that quite right. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's being shifted off it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, a delicate chip through. That has been cut short. Rice. Oh, that's well spotted. Well read, nice interception. Gabriel. The final seconds now. Played out towards the right wing. Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the action is back on the way. Not the most accurate pass. Out to the left it goes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Saka carries the ball down the right. Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw-in. That's good play. Timber's cross.
Well, that might be the first time they've got...
And he's had a hit! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Carvajal looking to play him in. Valverde looking to get on the end of this. Great defending, strong and determined. Brahim Diaz! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Looking for the run. That's good vision. Tries from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Valverde. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Havertz. Goes looking wide. Madueke has it out wide and in space. He's going for goal! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He is through here. Saliba tries to clear. Havertz. And now the breakaway. Dink through. And he thumps it clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to get it away. Here comes the cross. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Pace. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, what a ball! Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's got to goal! Brahim Diaz! That's brilliant! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
No way through. Saka. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Eze. Stood up well to him there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal. Vinicius. Bullish header! And that would have won it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, well measured. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Out to the right.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Searching pass he's played there. He's cut it out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saka looking to run onto it. And there goes the final whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And already we're underway here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Valverde makes the interception. Chouameni. Eze gets a foot in here. Now it's Havertz. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. And he's searching. Eze!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to...
Eze! They've got to be quick to recover this. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will...
Shapes to shoot! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Timber. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking for a runner. Shoots! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Somewhat off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba spots it and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Goulart looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Havertz. Havertz charging forward, the ball at his feet. Threads one in. Zubimendi. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Saka. And the shot! Quality ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rice. Madueke. 15 minutes till half-time. Knocks it out wide. Rice. Madueke. Tries to pass it through. Zubimendi has a look and plays it forward. Searching pass, he's played. There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. Havertz. Oh, that's a key interception. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Goulart. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Havertz. Chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That is good alertness. Timber. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed.
Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half. Oh, that's back. Goes for a shot! Goal! And they're back in front. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rudiger does really well there. He is strong. Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him. Now it's Havertz. And he's only too happy to take that back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Some excellent tackling. He's gone for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
That is a little undercooked. Madwicki looking to penetrate opposite. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, Red, nice interception. No, that's been intercepted. 60 minutes played. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. Subimendi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Chance, surely! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Brahim Diaz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good ball! Cleared without complication.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Eze is having a shot! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertainer.
Havertz!
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. And the shots! Oh, taken with style. And they've got their lead back. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Madueke. Now it's Eze. Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves...
Oh, what has happened here? Calafiori gets it clear. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic. And that's that. Madrid's played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here, but being such a...
And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Timber. And it's Rice. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's played through for him. Vinicius Junior! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, what a climb! A reprieve, albeit... He's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Chouameni picks it up from the goal kick. Valverde. Rudiger. Howson. Madueke. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but they could be caught out here. Goulet tries to play it through. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Can he latch on to this? Chouameni charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he has a shot! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid get them. He's going for goal! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. This looks promising. Can he finish? He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
And the volley.
Saka.
Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Havertz. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Havertz. Rudiger is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. No, that's been intercepted. And he was quick. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior. And the finish! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? And it's with the keeper. Madueke is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Probing pass. Zubimendi powering forward here. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to go deep. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
And he's had a hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Eze just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Rice. Eze. It's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance.
Saka really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is a great pick out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! He's got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, shooting chance! Brahim Diaz. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Nice looking ball. Now it's Valverde. He's got away. Now what about this? It's a mighty effort! He'll want to be quick to recover this. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Havertz is flagged offside. The pass has gone astray. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's through here. He is through here. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! Eze duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal take the lead. And that is out of play. With Rudiger. And it's Diaz. And here's Valverde.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break.
To Havertz. Great chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Calafiori cuts it out. And he's got the... Can he finish? He scores! Back to within 1. Interesting. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And the through ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Gabriel gets good distance on it. Goulet. Good chance here! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper.
And it's Eze. Takes a shot! They've done it! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And yes, it's him again. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's good vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's equal to it. Corner number 3 coming up. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Might be... Tries a shot! In he goes again! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that's well spotted. That ball looks a good one. And Bernardo Silva! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a breakthrough already. Fofana. Gusto. It's a good run down the right. Hops for safety. Semenyo. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Well, there's the clearance. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Caught offside that time. Looking for the run. Caicedo. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Fernandes. And that's been won straight back. That has ended up in no man's land. Lavia. Fernandes. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, this looks sharp. That is good alertness. Chelsea looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Marmouche. Fofana. Palmer. Now, can they get him away? Kusanov calmly anticipates. And they're quick to get it back. Semenyo. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bernardo Silva plays. He's had a shot! Has another go! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It'll be a throw-in. Time and again they are repelled. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Passes short and sharp. That's going to go a long way. Palmer! And smart. And another try! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
O'Reilly gets across to intercept that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pass somewhat off target. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That has not gone well. Now it's João Pedro. O'Reilly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Done delicately. Gusto gets over and intercepts. O'Reilly. Fofana cuts it out. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. Good ball, good take. Semenyo. Fofana promptly onto that, and that is that. He's had it taken off him. Semenyo. Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Aims beyond the defence. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Chelsea get the second half started. Matheus Nunes. Here's Rodri. And it's Hato. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's found a way. He's having a shot! Goal! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Is number 7,
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Decent hit and on target. Yehi. Aït-Nouri. Yehi. Aït-Nouri. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, and the danger is averted.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nicely shaped ball. And it's O'Reilly. And this is Marmoush. Can he finish? Sticks it away. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Natchez Nunes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Tries to cross. Haaland. Semenyo. And he's intervened well there. Palmer.
That's going in strongly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Marmouche. Oh, that's a key interception. That's an imaginative pass. João Pedro. Gehi cuts out the pass. Out to the right. Oh, super find. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Natchez Nunes. Some good work on the right flank here. He is through here. Looking to go deep. And that's the keeper's ball. Pedro Neto. And it's made its way to him. He's got away. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Fernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's O'Reilly. Brilliantly cut out. Played into space. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's João Pedro. It's played through for him. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Threads one in.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. João Pedro looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That has been cut short. Hato makes the interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Pedro Neto. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And And this is now today's lineup.
There are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan.
Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a mistake! And it's Fernandez. Gehi. O'Reilly. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. And that pass isn't the best. Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. Semenyo. Caicedo. Hato makes the interception. Knocks it into space. This looks promising. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That has not gone well. And that's a good ball.
Marmoush really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No way through. Now it's João Pedro. Tries to play it through. It's a searching pass. Gehi. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bernardo Silva. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. Defending was strong and firm.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Threads big chance! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Matheus Nunes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... Here's Marmoush.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Kusanov. Semenyo, who's set up one goal so far. Cucurella. Gehi cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gehi, Nouri, Kusanov. Nouri, Kusanov.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Donnarumma with the... He's gone for goal. And that is a little undercooked. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. O'Reilly. Nouri. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Now Semenyo. Haaland. Lavia deals with that comfortably. Fofana. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Rodri. He won't be happy with that one.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Caicedo. Foot in. O'Reilly. Somewhat off target. Probing pass. Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Good play through for the wide man. Lavia. Nouri. Searching pass he's played there. Kusanov kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a really well-measured ball. Haaland. That has been cut short. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Not the most accurate pass. Gehi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Still just a single goal between the sides. Gehi. And it's Rodri. Kusanov. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are.
There could be trouble here. Shoots! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Terrible error. duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Haaland! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front!
The goal scorer!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Haaland. Done delicately. Tries to get it clear. Gehi.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Fernandez. Caicedo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kusanov. Gehi. Rodri. O'Reilly. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. 75 minutes played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking for the run, and it's O'Reilly. Gusto. Fofana. Semenyo. Hato calmly anticipates. Kusanov. And it's Rodri. And he's forced to go back. Nuri. And it's O'Reilly. Marmoush looking to add to his goal. Matheus Nunes. Haaland. Can he get it through?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Semenyo. Passing nice and neat. Hato gets good distance on it. Marmoush. And Marmoush!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. Bernardo Silva. Lavia. And this is Marmoush. Marmoush! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's
It's
lineup.
a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Matthias Nunes.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Can he get it through? He's through here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pressing high and with purpose. Gehi. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. O'Reilly. Now it's Haaland. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get on the end of this? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Cucurella puts them all in. O'Reilly. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Kusanov. And Gehi. And it's Rodri. Matthias Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Caicedo. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. And he was alert to it. Nori. O'Reilly. Gehi. And it's O'Reilly. Here's Rodri. And it's O'Reilly. Lavia. Now it's Haaland. Marmoush. Now it's Haaland. Fernandez. Now it's Palmer. He's picked his way through. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is expertly dealt with. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. A probing pass. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Gets a good foot in there. Some resolute defending there. Now it's João Pedro.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Pedro Neto. That ball looks a good one. Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
O'Reilly. Looking for the run. That pass isn't the best. And they've got rid. And they've got a throw. Matheus Nunes. Pedro Neto. Oh, red. Nice interception. Bernardo Silva. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo. Palmer getting this one clear. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Glory. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
Here's a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That should get the job done. In with the challenge. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Fernandes is onto this. Now, can he find a finish? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Nunes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's got away. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough.
Oh, that's ambitious. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And that's been won straight back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Now that's well seen too. O'Reilly. Looking to play him in. He can get that clear. Referee's given a throw. And this is Bernardo Silva. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Haaland! It's anyone's ball now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. João Pedro. Just the keeper to beat! Played back in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain...
There's the shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the...
No, again, there's no way through. O'Reilly. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Threads one in. That has not gone well. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Bernardo Silva promptly onto that, and that is that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. And it's made its way to him. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Good running, strong and purposeful. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's O'Reilly. It's a searching pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's picked it up out wide. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, cracking ball. Shooting chance! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Marmoush voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the left.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And this is now today's
It is
lineup.
a monster matchup,
Number
Jim
25.
Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his...
Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Is number 8, Fernandez.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's João Pedro.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
He's on it, can he get away? O'Reilly running with the ball. Nouri. And he's had it nicked away.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
No way through. Looking for the run.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Palmer! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Semenyo. That pass isn't the best.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Kusanov wins the duel this time. Matches Nunes just eases him off the ball. Here's Haaland. That is ended up in no man's land. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Marmoush really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Whatever happens,
That's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Defending of the desperate variety. And the volley. No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.